Namaste everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this particular reading session, energy reading, collective reading session for the Twinflame Starseed and Lightworker Collective that is actually on Matrix as well as Spiritual Ascension Inner Work, because a lot of people actually ascend via the Matrix even without them realizing it. But yeah, sometime later they obviously realize it. So I would be using a couple of decks. There is Chakra Oracle, there is Skippers, my own personal cards, which are about a box of 1,000 cards, and all-time favorite Rider-Waite Tarot. Might also use Ancestors and Angel cards. So let's dive into this session and find out what's there for all of us to know. Great fortune. Wow. So great fortune is the theme. There's reflection on the cards right now, so I'm probably not going to show you all the cards. Now, great fortune is coming your way. I think it's for all those people who have had a tough 2023 so far. Some of you actually had the beginning, the end of 2022, and ever since this year began, though maybe some good things also happened this year and you learned a lot of amazing lessons. You would have never imagined this year to be like this, and a lot of you will most probably not forget it. It's gonna be an important year for you in times to come, where you learn so much, because a lot of you are going to get pushed higher, or you already feeling that way. Very deep lessons coming your way, already come into your way. So let's find out what's happening and what's the most intense energy. I already sense the karmic energy, the third party energy out here. Intuitively already I'm picking on it. So I can sense that someone who's connected to you, who's important for you, is burdened hugely with the karmic energy, which means that intimate talker enjoys your own company, their own company, God-loving, timid at times. So these are the personality traits. However, you need to realize that many people who are taking away your confidence, it's because they don't have their own. You don't know what you mean to me. Nice. You are helping me connect with my soul consciousness. And someone is hiding their feelings for you. Like they're pretending to not have much feelings, but they do. This person has probably shown you lack of empathy, or they've helped you to increase your empathy. You deserve love, not lust. You deserve love, not lust is probably for all the people who are here. I mean, this is a message that I truly believe in, and it's great to see this card here. You deserve love, not lust. No one deserves lust. Everyone deserves love. I need you, okay? Forgive them all also is there. So, I sense the false person energy also around this person. So basically, this is definitely someone who matters to you, and since we are more focused on healing the masculine energy, I'm going to pick on to the masculine energy, and I feel very strongly that the masculine energy here is entangled with the karmic energy. You are a very open person, and though the masculine out here always wants a God-loving lady, a beautiful woman, a high vibrational woman, but when it comes to actually face her or to actually be around her, he is timid at times. And it's not something that I'm saying in a good way. I mean to say that Earth sign is also shown to me. He is probably intimidated by the feminine, and he is extremely enamored by the media programming or the false programming. And when it comes to choosing the right person, he made a karmic decision. His decision was not based on soul consciousness. His decision was more based on lust. It was based on materialistic stuff, body, ego, because the karmic was actually massaging the ego of the masculine. Like the karmic was making him feel like he's on top of the world, and he is like on a pedestal, and he liked all of that. He liked to be on the pedestal, while the feminine is actually the one who is giving him a reality check. Feminine is more honest about what he needs to work on. Feminine is more straightforward. She's not the types who likes to blow her own trumpet. She's not constantly praising herself, upselling herself, or presenting herself to him. She's the more loving person out here, obviously much more loving than the karmic. The karmic is showing love, but that doesn't mean she has love. The feminine's anger or the feminine's fiercely fiery nature is because of true love, because anybody who is actually loving would have certain amount of discipline, and they will have the right type of expectations. They're not going to expect the worldly shit. So definitely you have the heart of the masculine, but the masculine's body is with the karmic, and a lot of karmics are actually they possess some kind of demonic energy or negative energy, you can say. It's not pure energy, it's energy with defilement. So via the body they possess the man's mind, and till the time a man cannot learn to control his mind, he cannot control his life. I'm also being shown that the masculine wanted to be with the karmic or be with the third party situation, or maybe even right now he is stuck with the third party situation because he's not bold enough. He wants his life to change, but he wants it to happen like overnight. He has had multiple arguments with the karmic already. He has been in really bad places. The karmic has insulted him badly, insulted him, defeated him. He's like this over here, the lost person, tired, cannot do it anymore type of person, very negative, very like done with all these types. But still he does not still have the strength, he does not have the guts, because he is still addicted to that energy. He is still very much addicted to that energy. And I feel that all of this wounding, it will naturally happen too, because already he has started seeing the karmic's actual reality. There was a time he could not hear anything against the karmic. Like the karmic was probably goddess for him, and the karmic was like the best. And slowly and gradually with time, he could see that the karmic was really one of the most selfish person he's ever met. And she has no empathy whatsoever, no empathy, no empathy, doesn't see his pain, doesn't see his helplessness towards her. And she is like stone cold. She's a cold-blooded narcissist. If you're a man listening to this, then here the gender automatically exchanges, because the masculine energy can be in a man as well as in a woman. So he has gone through a big heartbreak because of the karmic already. He is no longer in that fairy tale stage with her. The fairy tale stage, actually it never really came, if you technically see it, because initially only he was very enamored by the karmic's treatment of him, like she was treating him like a god, but that was just for some time. It was very temporary. Now he is more like the injured person who is very tired and still trying. He is still trying. He still has some hope. He still has a little bit of hope now. It could be possible that he is, as he's shifting, as he's changing, as he is recovering from this grind, he is probably also becoming more open towards the feminine. He realizes that to the feminine he is showing unnecessary ego because he's lived for so many years with the narcissist. The narcissist energy has actually started impacting him. He has also started acting like a narcissist. He is expecting the similar things. He wants a lot of drama. He wants a lot of unnecessary arguments. He wants proof of love. He wants the attention. He's not acting like a manly man right now, but he's acting like a cranky, I want to say cranky, and some of those women who are very cranky and they are like full of complaints, distorted feminine. He's acting like that because he's lived with the karmic so much that the karmic he has become karmic himself. I think sometimes he's acting like the narcissistic karmic person. So he's gonna soon realize it. He's gonna definitely realize that his behavior is utterly stupid towards the feminine, and he needs to pull up his socks. He needs to become a better person, and he needs to be responsible, because if he deserves love and not lust, also the feminine deserves the same thing, isn't it? I mean, he cannot offer lust to the feminine. And also I'm being seeing that he's been treating the feminine like a doormat, like he comes and goes from the feminine's periphery as and when he likes. A growth-oriented man will have the maturity to value a divine feminine or a sacred feminine, not run from the sacred feminine. So he is probably not yet growth-oriented man. He is probably still collecting a lot of knowledge. He's probably, listening to very good class content. He is also into spiritual content or supernatural, metaphysical content. But he cannot call things out. He is still not into deeper integrity. He is still not able to value and reciprocate to the intuition of the evolved divine feminine. And this is actually a mark of the reflection of her spiritual awareness. He is also, as I was saying, very much enamored by the media, by the films and by the novels, and he still lives in a fantasy love story which is shown in Bollywood movies, I think. If you've not seen Bollywood movies, then I can tell you that they are full of romance. Sometimes the romance is so evident in the face, and it's so unreal. But still a lot of people want that in their real life, and it never happens. In the real life, there is no such thing that they're showing in the movies. I think even Hollywood movies do that. They exaggerate romance, they exaggerate everything, and people are just watching all of that exaggeration and getting programmed by it. So he's realized that the feminine is actually very loyal, very trustworthy, very affectionate, very caring, compassionate, and she is also very intelligent. She is actually more intelligent than him, and sometimes that kind of hurts his ego, not getting the ego massage. On the contrary, she knows a lot more. She is so knowledgeable. He used to think that he's the only one who's knowledgeable. He's the only one who is exploring purity of body, mind. He thought that he's the only one, who is selflessly serving, has a mission. But he's actually found his match, or he's found someone who's even better than him. But instead of accepting that she's better than him and he should surrender to her, he's actually kind of playing a war game with her, which I think he will figure out. Create high vibration because of brahmacharya asexuality gifts. So some of these masculines, they were not asexuals, or they had no clue about celibacy. Probably they were also full of lust at one time, but because of the karmic wounds and because of the karmic torture, the emotional abuse, the mental abuse, they actually figured it out, and they may have gotten intimate with other people also, like not just their karmic but others too. And maybe with the divine feminine also, they saw her as a object of desire, of lustful desire. But I think this person always knew, this masculine always knew, that this feminine is far more talented, far more skilled than his karmic choice, of course, but also much more intelligent. So it's not that he's not intelligent, or he's not spiritually mature, or he's not smart. He is very smart, mature, very kind-hearted, compassionate. He is all of those things, but he needs to heal his wounds, and he needs to release his programming, because it's like two different polar dualistic energies working inside of him. So at the same time, when he wants the spiritual stuff, he wants the ascension, he is still very much stuck in the worldly attachments, and he's not letting it go, like he's not leaving it. So your Kundalini has risen up, due to which your DNA has actually been healed. This is for the feminine. But for the masculine, this process is actually happening right now. The Kundalini is rising right now. So he's learning, but masculine is a fast learner, let me tell you that. Why? Because the masculines are always more logical, practical, and they are more driven by the curiosity is a bit different. They are not so much into the details. They will develop details via Kundalini now. So with all of their logical, practical sense of understanding, now when the Kundalini rises up, when the dark matter starts working through him, then he is going to start realizing that the feminine is actually his teacher, because the feminine is also the monad. So the monad is supposed to teach the masculine. The monad is not just the lover, but the monad is also a teacher. So he's going to surrender to the teacher, he's going to surrender to the energy of the teacher, so that his ego can go. Even he can release the narcissistic programming and all of the shards that he has now. The humans and energy vampires have always been in conflict, and the energy vampires need reaction to flourish, and even to be seen they need reaction. So what people with negative energy, or people with energy vampire like energy, they do things so that they can get a reaction from others. So what the masculine is doing to the feminine right now is trying to get a reaction out of him. He wants her to go mad, he wants her to lose control. Okay, she can get angry, but she's still not gonna lose control. She's a very strong person. In fact, with different masculines, she's gonna have different like techniques. And when I say different masculines, yes, there could be different people in her life playing different roles. Not every role is a romantic role. So he needs to actually give in. He needs to give in. He needs to become more open-hearted. He knows that he's not a part of the tribe, the 3D tribe, or the worldly world tribe. And obviously he resonates a lot more with the feminine. He is actually naturally and organically connected with her. As I said, you have the heart of the masculine. Like, he really loves you, he really likes you. For those who are still figuring it out, he has a very strong connection with you, very strong crush. You are one of the person he really badly wants. And for those who knew the masculine for a long period of time, maybe 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, 7 years, the masculine always had a thing for you, always, without a doubt. But they were so busy in the karmic nonsense that they could not. And for those who had a karmic connection with the masculine's karmic also, like they know the masculine's karmic very well, the karmic has been trying to copy the feminine. The message says that they can copy you, but they can't be you. Okay, so those of you who have had an altercation, some kind of altercation, argument, some kind of confrontation with the karmic is already defeated and very tired. The karmic is also bored, because the karmic never thought all of this is going to take place. Karmic thought that this is just something ordinary going on, and now she has the man, so she has won. But no, No. Because I just killed a mosquito. What a timing. So, because she's actually like this annoying mosquito, and I don't want to demean any karmic, because karmics also have a contract with both the feminine and the masculine. So some of the karmic actually need to understand love better, and that's why they come on their path, and eventually they also choose someone else. So regardless of the fact whether you know the karmic personally or not, but the masculine's karmic is definitely going to find someone who suits her energy, and she will realize that the divine masculine is not her cup of tea, not because of any other reason, but because everyone has their own specific person. So karmic also has to learn via the masculine and feminine dance that she should also be with someone she loves. She should also be with someone who's like her. Maybe that could be a 3D person, a materialistic person. For some people, actually, they should choose the one who they match with vibrationally. So when she chose the masculine, she also knew that the masculine is not her match. But she was like, I should get this man, that's it. It was probably some kind of an ego thing, or as I said, that both of them were massaging each other's ego in a fantasy, never to be completed, not at all real love story, very much inspired by Romeo Juliet, Mills and Boon's kind of love story. So you might have felt an energy of someone looking at you constantly, but you were not able to point at it. So this is the karmic energy or the distorted energy, but it may have come to you in the form of neighbors, those conniving, interfering neighbors, interfering relatives, interfering uncles and aunties, or interfering teachers, school teachers, some kind of intrusive energy. So you actually came across a karmic because of that, because the karmic was snooping around, trying to get a, like your energy fragrance, pull your energy by annoying you, by looking at you, by taunting you, by copying you. So you feel bad that they are doing better than you. Apparently you think that the masculine, sometimes, I think it's not for everyone, this is for not all the people, but for some of you, you have been in that place where you felt bad that the karmic was doing better than you, or the masculine was doing better than you by copying you. By copying you only, they're doing better than you, while you are not doing that well. Maybe financially, maybe some other way. But I think now you do realize that this is not true. The reason you cannot drink alcohol or eat meat is because you are purifying yourself, and a higher frequency is being sent to you via your DNA system. So those masculines who are still dabbling with alcohol, like on and off they still drink or smoke, on and off they still are involved in bad diet or bad routine. Some of the masculines, I can sense the reason why I can pick on this energy is because very rightly it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita that there are 3 types of energies and 3 types of faiths: the Sattvic, Tamasic and the Rajasic. So Sattvic people have a very good routine. They wake up in the morning, they sleep on time, they exercise, they eat vegetarian, they are not involved in hookups or casual sex or any of these energy depleting activities. But there are those who are actually still 50% Sattvic and 50% Rajasic. Okay, then there are some who are Rajasic, but they are very much drawn to the Sattvic life. But in this channeling, obviously because this is for people who are into inner work and ascension, so I can pick onto the energy of the masculine who is still 50% Rajasic or maybe 40% Rajasic. So his routine is very bad, maybe his food is not great, sometimes he is eating very late or not eating on time, and it could be because of the routine. Maybe he still doesn't wake up in the morning, he still has no exercise routine. I mean, there are lots of vices I can see, but these vices are not permanent vices, or they're not daily vices, they come and go. So it could be like smoking a lot, it could be watching porn maybe on and off, it could be maybe they involve themselves into self-pleasure, and self-pleasure can also suck out a lot of energy. Unnecessary self-pleasure is not good. I mean, if you're at that stage in your journey where you're trying to keep lust limited to yourself, like you don't want to involve with someone else, so you feel that okay, this is the right way to go, maybe then it is okay. But if you are actually ascending, sooner or later you will reach that stage where you won't be able to even unnecessarily waste your energy. I mean, if you actually study about it, 60 to 100 drops of blood are actually required to produce 1 drop of semen. So in some Ayurvedic text, it states that each sexual intercourse is equivalent to an energy expenditure of 24 hours of mental work or 72 hours of physical work. Just imagine how much energy goes into this. And if you're putting this energy into somebody or something which is a total waste of your time, all of this precious energy goes into nothing, like just total wastage. And that's why a lot of people feel drained. That's why a lot of people feel like they have a lot of guilt, regret for a long time. And especially if it is lust oriented, if something happens without any lust, I don't think there will be any need of an intercourse then. If anything happens like a touch or a hug or a kiss or just two people spending time together, and if it is out of pure love, like there is not even a single drop of or iota of lust, then that is a very uplifting energy. But to reach to that point, one has to work a lot. One has to leave so many vices behind. One has to be so careful and cautious of even who you're talking to. So I think in this particular session, what's actually popping out a lot, masculine has realized that he does not want to waste his energy anymore. And he's become smarter in that, and this is going to definitely progress into him surrendering to the feminine, because the feminine is surrendering to source. The more feminine surrenders to source, masters, the more to divine orchestration, divine intervention, she is not the doer at all, the more the masculine is going to gravitate towards her without much effort. Like it will be a natural progression. It's not like they are making some effort to do this. And I think a perfect closure ending for this session would be to know what we need to do from the chakra oracle. What's the guidance? Self-worth. What a perfect card. I just love the cards, like how amazing they are. So self-worth is the guidance. There's a beautiful red chair, red color for root chakra also, but actually it is for sacral chakra. This card comes from sacral chakra, the swadhisthana, establishing in your own being. So here there is a person, there's a very beautiful cute person with a very lovely energy I sense, and there's a beautiful chair that the divine is sending, that this chair is for you. You got to sit on this chair. It looks like a throne to me. It looks like a beautiful chair to me, and you got to be here, you got to sit here. This is yours. So this person is actually becoming worthy of the love and all of the adulation, and this is amazing because the feminine energy, even feminine, masculine, karmic, whosoever is a part of this, everyone needs to get into self-worth. Everyone needs to reach to that point where they do not give themselves what they don't deserve. So come sit in my chair and feel my love, says the great servant. Wow, what a line. So the legend says that Salmon chair appears to an Inuit child playing in the snow. Valley and river are the Salmon chair's protectors, and river complains, I never get to see it. And the valley whispers, there are those who can close their eyes and see it. The child rushes home to tell her elders about the chair, but no one believes her, and she lies down exhausted. Later, the chair appears to her again. She climbs in it, feels the great servant's love. Wow. So inspiration is that people, events, and material objects beyond your frame of reference are being drawn to you. You gotta aim higher, for you will draw even greater experiences into your life. Allow your energy to grow, because receiving is an action. So therefore, do not allow the masculine to treat in any way, shape or form that is not conducive to your self-worth. Okay, you gotta feel the self-worth, and let the masculine also realize that he also needs to have self-respect. He needs to live with self-respect and dignity. Okay, he cannot live this way. So only the feminine can teach him this lesson by not accepting his bullshit, so that he then does not accept other people's bullshit. So on this amazing note, I'm going to close this channeling session. You can get into a personal session with me, and you can also get into therapy with me, where we release the third party blocks, the karmic blocks. We release the narcissistic abuse energy so that you can attract better. Actually, you're always attracting. We don't really attract things, we just become vibrationally a match to it. So my wish is for everyone that you all become vibrationally a match to whatever is your signature frequency. I will see you in the next video. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.